We will discuss polynomials in today's class. So it's for CBSE class 10. So before discussing polynomials, let's try to understand what is an algebraic expression. So an algebraic expression is an expression which has variables, constant, coefficient and terms, correct? So here let's look into what variables are, right? So x can be a variable, a can be a variable, y can be a variable. Variable is those values that x, y and the alphabets can take, right? So what we need to understand here, x is the variable and the number along with the variable is called the coefficient, right? It's called numerical coefficient or coefficient. Then how many terms are there in this? 5x minus 3, there are two terms, right? 5x is one term and minus 3 is the next term, right? Here 3 is the constant. Okay, it's called constant because there is no variable along with it. So according to different textbooks, we say 3 is constant. In some textbooks we say 3 is also let's say 3 is a coefficient also. Why might they say 3 is a coefficient? Very simple. If you're writing 3x raised to 0, then what is it? X, here variable is there, but x raised to 0 is what? 1, right? So 3 can be written as 3x raised to 0. Now what is 3? 3 became a coefficient, right? So depending upon the textbooks, some textbooks tell 3 is the coefficient. Okay, it's how you write it down. So 3 is a coefficient or 3 is the constant. So I hope this is clear. So this is an algebraic expression. When does an expression become an equation? When does an expression become an equation? Very simple. When this is equated to some number or equated to 0, we have an equal to sign, right? So this becomes a equation, correct? When the equal to sign is there, it becomes a equation. So I hope that is clear as well. So is this a polynomial? Now that is an interesting question, right? Is this a polynomial? I would say this is not a polynomial. Why would I say it's not a polynomial? Or is it a polynomial? How is polynomial defined? This is what we are going to look here, okay? So this is coefficient, terms, variable and constants. Now we have one more idea, right? What if I put minus 2 there, x raised to minus 2? This minus 2 is what? This minus 2 is a exponent, right? So we have learned in powers, exponents and powers, right? So what is the minus 2? It is a power, or it's an exponent, right? It's powers of x. So x raised to minus 2, this is an algebraic expression as well. Here the exponent is what? Exponent is a rational number, okay? So why is minus 2 a rational number? Minus 2 can be written as minus 2 by 1, right? Or it can be an integer. This is an integer, right? Minus 2 is an integer. I can say a rational number. It can be an integer, right? Correct now? So these are the different forms an expression can have. Even it can be an irrational number also. It can be x raised to root 2, right? We haven't done those kind of questions, but I'm just giving an idea, right? But for a polynomial, so these all are algebraic expressions. No matter what the exponent is, all of them are algebraic expression. What makes it a polynomial is what we need to understand. What makes it a polynomial? The exponent should be a whole number. So what is whole number? The numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, right? So the exponent cannot have a rational, cannot have a fraction. So if the exponent has a fraction, let's say, for example, if there is in x raised to 1 by 2 plus 3 or something, is this a polynomial? No. Why is it not a polynomial? Because we have a fraction. What about an integer? If x raised to minus 2 is there plus 3, is this a polynomial? No. Why? Because the exponent is a integer. I hope this logic is clear. So that is what you guys have to look for, whether it is an integer, fraction or a whole number, okay? So look into all the exponents, and if the exponent is what? Exponent is a whole number, then it is a polynomial, okay? So let's look into it. So here we have, what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponent on any variable is a whole number. Any variable, it should be a whole number. So here look at this question, 5x squared plus 2y minus 7. Is this a polynomial? Yes. Why? Because x power is, or x exponent is 2, right? And y's exponent is 1, correct? So in this logic, if you understand, this is a polynomial. Why is it so? Because polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponent of any variable is a whole number. Now polynomial has finite terms, right? What is finite terms? Finite terms means countable terms, okay? So what is the logic here of countable terms? Here you can count the number of terms, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 terms, correct? But it might be questions like x raised to 1 plus x raised to 2, and they might put dot dot dot, right? So this dot 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 means it keeps on going. This is not a polynomial, okay? That is not a polynomial. Please understand that. So it should have 2 things. What are the 2 things? It should have finite terms and the exponent should be a whole number. I hope that is clear. The exponent should be a whole number and it should have finite terms, then it is a polynomial. Okay, so poly means many, nomials means terms. Okay, it has many terms. It's how many terms are there? There are 3 terms, but the number of terms we need to figure it out, right? We have learned this poly means many and poly means many and nomial means terms in 9th grade, right? So I'm not explaining those detailed, but we'll understand more about this. Okay, so what should we look for? We should look for the exponent to be a whole number, and we need finite terms, right? The terms should be finite. What is finite? The terms should be countable. Whole number should be the exponent. That's as simple as that. Okay, that's what we need to understand here. All right, now let's try to understand what is the degree of a polynomial. So for a polynomial in one variable, the highest exponent. So we have a lot of exponents. Each variable will have an exponent. So among them, the highest exponent is the degree of the polynomial. Okay, the highest exponent on the variable in a polynomial is the degree of the polynomial. So if you look into those questions, x squared plus 2x plus 3, right? So x raised to 2, x raised to 1, correct? So we have the variable's highest exponent. What is the variable's highest exponent? It is 2. So the degree of the polynomial is 2. The same way, x raised to 8 and 2x raised to 4 minus 3x cubed plus 9. What is the degree here? The degree is 8. Why? Because x raised to 8. 8 is the highest exponent. So the greatest power in the given expression is 8. So I can say the degree is 8. Okay, this is called the degree of the polynomial. Okay. Now, what are the different types of polynomials? Polynomials can be divided into different types based on the number of terms, the degree of the polynomial, correct? So let's look into the number of terms. By the number of terms, if you look, we have monomial, which means one term. So 2x squared or 6x or 9xy individually, each of them are monomial because there is only one term, right? Just one term. And what is a binomial? A polynomial with 2 unlike terms. Why did I say unlike? I'll give an example. 3x plus 5x. Is it a monomial or is it a binomial? It is a monomial. Why? Because when we simplify, it will become 8x. So if we have like terms, they get added up together, right? Like terms means those having the same variable, right? Same variable formation. It can be like x square and x square, or x and x, or y and y, like that, okay? Like 3y and 5y, or 2y and 6y. Like that. That is the logic. So 3x plus 5x can be added or subtracted depending upon their signs. So, and it can be further simplified. So then we get a monomial. The number of terms reduces. So this is the logic. A binomial is a polynomial with 2 unlike terms. For example, 4x squared plus x, 5x plus 4, right? So we understood what is a monomial. We understood what is a binomial. What is a trinomial? A polynomial with 3 unlike terms. So again, 3 unlike terms should be there. So x squared plus 3x plus 4. How many terms are there? 3 terms are there. So this is based on the number of terms. Now let's look into based on the number of degree, the degree of the polynomial. We know what is a degree, right? The highest exponent. So when the highest exponent is 1, it's called a linear polynomial. A polynomial whose degree is 1 is called a linear polynomial. For example, 2x plus 1. It's a linear polynomial. What is the degree? 1. Okay. So it's called a linear polynomial, and this is the graph of the linear polynomial. Y is equal to ax plus b is the general form. Okay. So you can write y, or you can write polynomial is written as functions, right? We have learned this in 9th grade, p of x. So instead of writing y, I can write p of x is equal to ax plus b. This is also a representation or the general form of a linear polynomial. And a linear polynomial will always create a straight line. Okay. So linear polynomial function is of the form y is equal to ax plus b, or p of x is equal to ax plus b. Okay. And it represents a straight line. It will become a straight line. Okay. So that's about linear polynomial. What is the next polynomial that we have? Quadratic polynomial. When the degree of the polynomial is 2, so 3x squared plus 8x plus 5 is a quadratic polynomial because the degree is 2. Now, how is a quadratic polynomial? Again, you can write ax square plus bx plus c is the general form or the general representation of a quadratic polynomial. So you can write p of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, you can write y, or you can write p of x, k of x, g of x as a function. Okay, now a quadratic polynomial function is of the form y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, and it represents what shape? A parabola, right? It's a u or an inverted u. Okay, and how this u is created, we'll look into it closely. What is the next? Cubic polynomial. We have cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. So 2x cubed plus 5x squared plus 9x plus 15. What is the degree here? 3, right? So a cubic polynomial function is of the form y is equal to ax cubed plus 5x squared plus cx plus d, right? So you can also change this and write p of x is equal to what? Ax cube. Okay, a is the coefficient of x cube, bx square, b is the coefficient of x square, c is the coefficient of x, and plus d is the constant, right? So this is the representation of a cubic polynomial function. Simple. And how is the shape? The shape is somewhat like this. Okay, it's like a sine wave, but you haven't learned about sine, so I'll give you an idea. It's like this itself, right? Keeps on going like this. First it goes up, takes a different turn, then again another turn, ulta turn, right? So that's how it works.